Fat Controller spoke severely to the twins. I shall have no more tricks, he said, and no swapping tenders, he said sternly. After he said that, the twins were very worried. No, he'll send me away, groaned Douglas. Nonsense, said Donald. Maybe if we're both really useful, then you have to keep us both. The twins decided to say nothing and get back to their work. There was a spiteful brakeman who had always taken a dislike to Douglas. Things always went wrong when he had to take it out. His trains were late, and he was to blame. Douglas was very worried. But Donald and the other twin, but his twin Donald, for his twin Donald, that was the last straw. That was the last straw. You're a muckle. That was the last straw that the brakeman had caused enough trouble for his twin. You're a muckle nuisance. Is to leave you behind if I've been wanting. You can't, said the van. I'm essential. Ack, are you? Burst out Donald. You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all said and done. Spike doggy, would you? Take that. Ow, 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 groaned the brake van. There's more coming should you misbehave. After that, the van behaved well. But until one day, that was all about to change. Donald until one day that was all about to change. Donald was backing down into a siding, but the rails were slippery. He couldn't stop. He was heading straight for the station master's house until when the dust cleared, it revealed that Donald's tender was crunched into the station master's signal box, and the station master was now seen on top, sitting down on Donald's tender. "You clumsy engine! You clumsy engine! It took days for the signal box to be repaired, and you come in and damage my own points." And jamming the points. Don't you tell Matt I heard about this. He was not pleased with all this. I'm very disappointed in you, Donald," said Sir Tom Matt. "I didn't expect such clumsiness. I've decided to send Douglas back and keep you." I'm sorry, sir," groaned Donald. "I should think so too," said Sir Tom Matt. "You have upset my arrangements." "I should think so too," said Sir Tom Matt. "You've upset my arrangements. Now Jane to do Douglas's work. Well, you have your tender mended. James won't like this." Sir Tom Matt was right. James grumbled endlessly. Good strains, he grumbled. He found this he wasn't enjoying himself. After he dropped off his train, he went back to the shed for a rest. He then arrived When he arrived, the spots in the sheds. Well, when he arrived, he popped into an empty siding. Anyone would think, said Douglas, that Donald had an accident on purpose. I heard an engine about having an accident with some Todd wagons. Gordon and Henry laughed. Be quiet, snapped James. He didn't like being reminded about his own accident. Well, said Douglas. Surely, James, it wasn't you. You didn't say. James didn't say as he got back on the turntable and went for his next train. Douglas puffed away as well. He went to Ellsworth so that he can bank trains up the hill. So he can bank trains up the hill. After James got his trucks, he set off proudly. James is cross, said the other trucks. Said the spiteful brakeman. We'll make him crosser even still. Hold back, said the other trucks. James tried hard, but he couldn't. Well, James tried hard, but he was running out of steam when they reached Edward Station. Luckily, Douglas was there. Help me up the hill, panted James. These trucks are playing tricks. We'll show them what we can do, said Douglas. James puffed up, and Douglas switched tracks. And with the snorting engine, and starting slowly, the snorting engines forced the trucks over the hill. But James was losing steam. I can't do it, he panted. Leave it to me, cried Douglas. The guard was anxious. Go steady, the van's breaking. Go steady, the van's breaking. The van was in pieces. No one had been hurt, and they waited until Edward arrived at the breakdown train. Until Edward arrived to help clean up the mess. Sir Tom Hat was on board. I might have known it would be Douglas. Douglas was grand, sir, said Edward. James had no steam left, but Douglas was able to help. I heard it all of it at the sheds. Heard from it all at the sheds. Two can play that game. Well, Douglas, what happened? Well, Douglas, tell me, said the Charmer. Explain what happened. I think it might be too. I think I've been pushing so hard, sir, said Douglas. If it weren't for the young tricks I've done. I see. Well then, said the Charmer, I don't know, Douglas. I just don't know. Sir Topham walked back into Edward's cab, thinking of who he should send away, while Douglas and James continued on with the rest of the train. He's sure to send me away, Donald. He's sure to send us away, Donald. I'm thinking right there, Dougie. The wing engine being sent away. But let's get some sleep. Might help us feel better again in the morning. Good night, Donald. Night, Ducky.